Did I really need this? Or did social media decide that I needed it? This is an intervention. You spent 10 hours on TikTok over the past week. I think it's time you realize you have a problem. You're right. I am addicted to social media. The screen time doesn't lie. I would find myself doom scrolling when I wake up in the morning or like before I go to bed, and it'll be this constant cycle of why did I do that? Let's never do that again. And then I did it. I have so many other things to do, but I'm spending time on social media. And as the algorithm gets better and better, social media companies are very good at getting you to stay on the app and watch more content. But the thing is, I want to break that cycle. I want to be more productive with my time and be more mindful of how I'm spending my time. In the hopes of being more productive, I'm gonna go off social media for 120 hours or 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna go completely off the grid because literally my job is to do social media for my coffee brand, and I'm also the social media manager for a company. So I can't completely go off the grid or else I will not get paid and get fired. But I will only create social media posts and post them for my work accounts. But I won't be using my own personal account, and I won't be scrolling on the feeds for my own leisure. With that out of the way, this is gonna be an interesting challenge because I am literally so addicted to social media and it's such an integral part of my life. In this video, I'm also gonna go through some resources to find out what exactly social media does to your brain and is it doing more harm than good. So if you're interested in how I'm gonna survive this challenge over the next few days, keep on watching. I decided to start the challenge the night before, so I put all my social media in a folder called Stop to kind of remind me to not use social media and to discourage me overall when I use my phone. Literally, after filming me putting the stuff in the folder, right? Like right before I was about to go to bed, I swiped to look for TikTok. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed early and not doom scroll. Good morning. It is day 1. So my morning voice. So my Instagram is usually here, right? But now, since everything's in the folder, my settings are here. And literally, I woke up in the morning, turned off my alarm, and pressed the settings. Like, it's just muscle memory for me to go on Instagram the moment I wake up. I think a lot of us do this as well. The moment we wake up, we're on social media for like a good 20-30 minutes before we wake up. But now that that's not there to fill up the time, let's get started with the day. I'm gonna go out for brunch later, but I can't wait till brunch. Like, I can't skip breakfast. I need to have all my meals or I'll be really cranky. So I'm having breakfast, obviously, and my first instinct was to take a picture and share it on Instagram. But guess who can't use Instagram today? Me. Look at it, I got a tuna croissant and some coffee that will never see the light of day. Like, did you really have a nice breakfast if you didn't share it online? I think the hardest part of my day was when I was doing nothing and I couldn't use my phone to fill up the time. You know, when you're waiting for a friend or using the toilet, it made me realize that we need to be constantly stimulated and that we feel uneasy when we aren't. And this is a problem. We're trying Luckin Coffee for the first time. It's been out for so long and everyone's been like, Marcus, try Luckin Coffee. But I haven't had the time. Iced minty coconut latte. What did you get? You get the velvet one? Another issue I had was the constant need to share things with people online, especially since I review coffee. So I couldn't do a review of Luckin Coffee. I know this is a very first world problem, but I felt a little isolated from everyone else. I'm not gonna lie. I know that's so dramatic for day 1, but that's what I felt. Day 1 of no social media is almost coming to a close. And usually before I shower after a long day, I would just be on my phone on TikTok, just scrolling through mindlessly, trying to kill time. In the morning, I didn't use social media other than work. You know, I got a lot of things done. I got stuff done for my online business. I sorted out some life schedules. And even on the train, you know, when I'm on the train, if it's like a 20-minute ride or something, I would just whip out my phone, get on Instagram, just scroll on TikTok. But then this time I was like, well, I guess I could read a book. And the thing is, I used to read on public transport all the time. But I find myself not doing that as much, and I would just be tempted to go on social media nowadays. So I'm just gonna unwind for the night. And as this day comes to a close, I hope I get some good sleep because I'm not gonna be scrolling on TikTok before I go to bed. And actually, my friend who isn't on social media at all will be coming over to my house tomorrow. So I'm gonna ask her what that's like. So stay tuned for that. I was supposed to wake up like 2 hours ago, but I just couldn't wake up because I was so tired. I kept waking up and I went back to sleep. And I realized that sometimes you kind of need social media in the morning to kind of ease you into waking up. When I picked up my phone and there was nothing to do on it, I just went back to sleep. Here is another breakfast that I can't share on Instagram. I literally only have cereal or bread and butter or jam. Because I've been going out, so I can buy like nice foods for breakfast. But like, oh my gosh, the urge to like share it on Instagram is so real. This morning, it was so rough. Like I felt like I had dopamine withdrawal because I was really like, I really want to go on Instagram so badly. I think I crave Instagram more than TikTok because like on Instagram, like ongoing conversations with people and the stories feature something I use like daily. So I'm just like, remember I was talking to you about how my friend isn't on social media at all? She was a little camera shy, so I didn't want to show her face or her voice. But I asked her about, number one, why she decided to go off the apps and how she's feeling about it right now. So she was telling me that she stopped using social media because of the feeling of comparison. She kind of felt a little crappy because you're just comparing yourself to the perfect selves of others that are posted on social media. She did tell me she is on Tumblr and Pinterest. I will say, well, this lighting, I will say I have put off doing marketing for my own coffee brand for a while, and because I can't use social media, I'm trying to like use my time more mindfully. So I created like a Spotify wrapped kind of themed Instagram post. And now I'm gonna go to Instagram just to post it. So once again, I'm only gonna use like the work accounts on my Instagram, not gonna touch my own personal Instagram accounts. But oh my god, I like had a glimpse of like the number of notifications my main account has. I've had some friends who were like, why are you not responding to me on Instagram? Like, are you mad at me or something? I think, no, I want a social media like cleanse and detox. I caught myself on LinkedIn. Look at me turning to like other forms of social media. LinkedIn is social media. That counts. So we can't use that.
Hello, I'm a clown!
It's so beautiful today. As promised, instead of me whining, let's actually learn about what happens when we use social media excessively. So studies have shown that an overuse of social media can lead to sleep disorders, anxiety and depression, unhappiness, and low productivity. The obvious thing to do would be to stop using social media, right? Well, social media companies have other plans. Research done by Santa Clara University, I'll link it in the description box below. It's a really interesting paper. It talked about an attention economy business model that social media companies operate on. So basically what this means is a user's attention, our attention, is the product which companies like Meta and TikTok will sell to advertisers and other buyers. AKA, we are being exploited for our attention. And how do social media companies do this, you might ask? Well, there are three factors. The first being the slot machine effect, where when you pull the refresh page or wait at a loading screen, you're totally unaware of what you might get. It's like the varied feed you get each time you refresh the page. It's a reward that you keep coming back to. Next, design features that take advantage of our desires for social validation. So the examples they brought up were quite interesting. Basically, the Facebook like button kind of revolutionized things, and even Snapchat, you know, it kind of forces you to keep up that streak, or else you will have social consequences because your friend will be like, why did you break the streak? It's your fault. Lastly, and more importantly, is the lack of natural stopping cues, because if you keep scrolling, there is basically no end to your feed. I remember a long time ago. When you reach the bottom of your Instagram feed or like your Twitter feed, you're caught up for the day. And you're like, okay, I saw everything that my friends have posted today. I can put social media aside. But now with things like your Explore page and TikTok's For You page, companies will keep pushing you content. I personally love this quote from the paper. As an experience evolves, it becomes an irresistible, weaponized version of the experience it once was. In 2004, Facebook was fun. In 2016, it's addictive. Ready to go out for the movie, and I'm using these Dodo Dots beauty patches. This isn't sponsored by them, but I just thought how it was so interesting that I only knew about this brand because of social media. And even like myself, I have my small coffee business. I need social media to survive. And as a consumer, I'm totally happy with being pushed this product because I love it. It's so cute. They're like little sticker patches that double as pimple patches. I don't know if you watched like Safia Naigat's video. She was talking about how some of the brands aren't even legit. She basically got scammed when she bought a dress, but it was still advertised on TikTok Shop. I'm currently in Somerset and basically like town again. Do you know what I did on the train? Because I couldn't use social media, I literally just took the time to clear my gallery. I think I deleted like 1,000+ pictures. Yeah, I'm using my screen time a bit more wisely because I've been meaning to clear my phone gallery for so long, but I just like didn't have the time to just sit my ass down and do it.
Yeah.
I just came back from work and I know I'm wearing the same thing I wore yesterday, but like I was only out for a few hours yesterday and I'm not gonna put this to wash and then iron it just for one use. I still haven't gotten into like a very comfortable groove, especially on the train. Going to work and not using social media is fine, but like after work when your brain doesn't want to do things like read or anything too, not to say strenuous, but like things that take a bit more brain juice and like brain cells, you know what I mean? And I just find that instead of using social media, since I can't use that, I will just end up using YouTube. I feel like the screen time doesn't decrease that much because just substituting one app for another. Sometimes you just need like something to unwind. And also, has my sleep improved? Well, I have been sleeping earlier because I'm not using social media before I go to bed, right? But it still takes me, oh, this overcast light is not it. But it still takes me a while to go to sleep because my brain hasn't like settled down yet. And that usually I use social media to just unwind my brain, right? So I still stay up a bit just to like calm myself down, and usually that's taken by social media. And I end up sleeping at like roughly around the same time I normally do. Is it ever a Marcus video if I don't do some unboxing because I have an online shopping problem? So today I didn't take much footage because I was just at work. So like, you know, the usual. I didn't really use social media that much anyways, but then it was always on the way back home when you just need something mindless to do, but you can't go on social media. So I tried to watch YouTube, but my connection is so bad, especially when you're like on the Circle Line underground. Anyways, the reason why I'm like filming this unboxing for you guys was I was thinking about how less inclined I was to buy things during this challenge, because I feel like, yes, I do get ads on YouTube and stuff, but I feel like the ads on like that you see on Instagram and TikTok, they do a bit more hard selling, or like they're a bit more persuasive in pushing you products. Didn't think about buying anything. Like there's definitely a link there between social media and consumerism. But yeah, I was quite content with all my stuff. So I just got a screen protector for the camera I'm currently using. How's the quality, guys? Definitely an upgrade from my outlet haul video I did. I bought this thing. It's called a tofu light. If you've been on TikTok, you've definitely seen some creators talk about this product, and I got pushed it so much because digital marketing is so hyper personalized and targeted. Like, they know if you even watch a video for 5 seconds, they're like, girl, I think you're kind of interested. And like, I write about marketing and I talk to marketing professionals, so like I know how a marketing campaign works and how to do digital marketing and stuff. But am I a victim of it? Evidently, from the 2 things I bought pre-social media cleanse. Like, yes, it is useful and I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for social media, just like my Dodo Dots. But also, like, did I really need this? Or did social media decide that I needed it?
Mommy, it's over.
You might be wondering why I'm in my kitchen. Because the light is kind of slaying. But first, I want to go on social media because I finally can today. We're back to my start folder and I'm finally gonna open Instagram. I miss this. Also, the notifications had nothing to do with me. Like this entire time, I thought like, oh, I see like there are 11 notifications. Really dumb stuff that the algorithm tries to get you to do. Like Instagram is really pushing out threads to you. And another thing, like I would keep getting emails and notifications saying like, this person on TikTok posted a video, you should go watch it. And I'm like, girl, I don't care. I don't care at all. But I think there is something about those notifications that make you feel that you're missing out on something. Nothing has changed at all since I was gone. I just miss scrolling. And I also just miss like knowing what my friends are up to. Oh my god, and the memes! Guys, I haven't seen like proper memes in a while. Not me just sitting here scrolling and like ignoring you guys. Also on TikTok, I missed catching up on this saga from this Light Plus forum. This girl on TikTok in Singapore is revamping her entire mom's like light shop. It's not just scrolling on social media, like you are genuinely interested in the type of content that some creators push out. I have a predicament because I need to get on with my day, but I also just want to sit here and catch up on everything. Overall, some of the effects of this challenge were expected and some not so much. I'm glad that I got to be a lot more productive in the morning. Like I exercised, did a lot of chores, got my life together. I got to sleep relatively earlier instead of doom scrolling on social media. But what I did not expect was that sense of withdrawal on day 2 because oh my god, that was rough. Moving forward, I definitely am gonna go back on social media because I can't live without it, but it has made me wonder if I'm posting content for myself or for other people, because I'm a content creator and I'm constantly finding myself looking for ways to figure out the algorithm and keeping up with it because it's always changing. And I guess these 5 days were a nice getaway from thinking about content to post and stuff like that. A few days post-challenge, I find myself being better able to stop using social media when I need to. That means I find myself being more productive with my time because I'm more aware of the effects of social media, and I was also kind of used to that momentum of 5 days barely using it. Moving forward, so that this challenge and the lessons learned from it doesn't go to waste, I have put a time limit on TikTok on my phone, so there is a 30-minute time limit. I have an iPhone, so I've done this on my iPhone. I'm not sure if Android does this as well. I've chosen TikTok specifically because that app can really suck you in, and the TikTok algorithm is like so overpowered and amazing for the company, but not for us consumers. So I set a 30-minute time limit for TikTok. And what that does is, as you're using it, your phone will remind you that you have like 5 minutes left on the app, and with no warning whatsoever, it will just close the app completely. And the app will kind of turn like a darker shade. And when you're trying to open it again, your phone will remind you, hey, you set this time limit. Do you want to ignore the time limit, or do you want to set like another 15 minutes? So I think having that timer inbuilt and for your phone to just like stop you is just one way that I want to get my productivity back on track. Yeah, so once again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to completely go off the apps because of my jobs, but I hope this video gave you a sense of awareness of what's happening, what social media companies are doing to you, and maybe, hey, it's a time for you to ask yourself, am I using social media way too much that it's affecting my productivity or the time that I'm spending with my friends and family? So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.